Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Nunez. Today I will be reading a story called Otis about a tractor by Lauren Long. The FMP level is L, which is about a 2.4 to a 2.6 grade level. I hope you enjoy and keep taking those AR quizzes when you are done. I'm able to go in and check those scores out and let Mrs. Carlson know who's been doing well on their quizzes. There was once a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis, and every day Otis and his farmer worked together, taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. There's Otis right there. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride the rolling hills and skirt Mud Pond down by the corn. He would help leapfrog bales of hay and explode through haystacks. So these are called bales of hay. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play Ring Around the Rosie with ducks to the sound of his steady put, puff, puttity chuff. And sometimes at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would puff into the little stall in the barn that was all his. One night when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother. Bawling's like crying. But when the sleepy sound of a soft put-puff, puttity chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Put, puff, puttity chuff. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by Mud Pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging bales of hay. And the calf made their games of Ring Around the Rosie all the better. Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved his little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. Besties. Then one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. "Time to move out, Otis," the farmer said. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his and parked him back behind the barn. And then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. Boys and girls, how do you think Otis is feeling right now? And how does the author show you that in the picture? But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep, no one to spend her days with. And Otis could not even see his farm. As the weeds began to cover his tires, his friend often sat with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster. Who has the prettiest calf in the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner. The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She had wandered down to Mud Pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in Mud Pond. "Get the hands," the farmer shouted when he saw her. All the farm hands came running with their ropes, but the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. Boys and girls, do you think that they will rescue the calf in time? "Get the big yellow tractor," the farmer shouted. He can save her, but the big tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather. Then call Fire Chief Douglas and the fire truck, the farmer shouted. They can save our little calf, but the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf and even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied in the farm hands, and the big tractor and even Fire Chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf. Who could? Do you know who can save her? Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance. A soft, rhythmic purr. Put, puff, puttity, chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound became louder. Put, puff, puttity, chuff. All at once, Otis puffed from around the barn. He turned and headed straight toward Mud Pond. Otis puffed down the rolling hill and pulled right up next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend's puttering purr and bawled. It was something like a hello. And then to the sound of his gentle chuff and the amazement of all the people in the crowd, Otis slowly began to circle the pond. What do you think he's doing? He circled, and the little calf churned and churned, never taking her eyes off her friend. With each ring Otis made around Mud Pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer and the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. The end.